Hi, welcome to PHP tutorial. This is a list of suggestions how you should use this video. The notes for this video can be found here, which is loaded here. Okay, I'm going to carry on from the last video. So I stopped here in the last video. If you just come into this video halfway, please go back to my last video because you probably don't know what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to carry on to build the depth calculator input.php here. Okay, as you can see here, I want to create a box, right, which is already created, and then I want to create a title and all the stuff inside, but that is related to my main.css. As you can see here, they have a main section, so I'm going to just create a main section, okay, and then so that there's some kind of spacing and all that, and then I'm going to add in the stuff. All right, so in main, I'm going to say this is Richard's Okay, I hope I spell everything correctly. This is Richard's depth calculator. In the main, okay, I'm gonna make this smaller, small enough you can see the input. I'm going to make this here, and then I'm going to say and then I'm going to create a form, because when you fill up the things, you have to put all the things in the form, submit the form, and go to the next file. So submit the form, you will come to this file. Okay. All right. So this is our form. Post method. Action goes to the second file. All right. So later we're going to fill out the let's fill out the action now, just in case we forget. So when we click on a button in the form, we're going to submit to the second file. So this is the name of the second file. So we are going to copy it and paste it here. So we're going to send it to the second file, eg003 process.php, which we have not created yet. When you create a form and reload, you don't see anything because you have to put in the form elements. Okay, and because main CSS created ID equal data, so I have to create a data for you to organize the input. So I'm going to create a div tag, which is not really necessary, but for the creation of the ID. All right, and then inside here we have the, inside here we are going to have the label on the left, and then the input button, input stuff on the right. All right, not text boxes and all that on the right. Okay, so let's do a label. The label, main purpose of the label is just to align the text, align the text boxes later. Borrow amount. And then I'm going to create a text box. I think I better add a BR below. Control S to save, reload. And then on that, next to it, I'm going to put a text box on it. Okay, text box type equal to something, name equal to something, and then value equal to something. Okay. All right. Type obviously is a text box, text. Control S to save, reload. You have your text box here. We have to give a unique name so that when you send to the second file, we can find this value. So I'm going to call it investment. I mean, you don't call it debt, right? Debt is not good. So let's call it investment. All right. And reload. Okay. Value, if you put value 0 here, you will see 0 here, but I don't want to put a value, so just leave it. And I'm going to say dollars. After that, you can put a space here, that is fine, or you can just simply put MBSP, long breaking space, dollars. Right, how many dollars? If you want 2 space, you know, this is 1 space, 2 space. All right, okay. And then obviously you have to, if you want multiple space, we have to keep repeating non-breaking space, because in HTML you actually cannot have multiple spaces like this. Okay, so you have to use special characters like this. All right, so the next thing is yearly interest rate and then number of years. So I can actually copy this, right? So I can just copy this. Control S to save. All right. Oh, they all look the same. That's not good. So we have to change them, right? So let me make this guy smaller still. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, let's make this guy really small. All right, so the second one is yearly interest rate. Okay, the second text box, you cannot call it investment because you have to use different value so that the second file, the process file, can pick up different value. So for the second text box, I'm going to call it interest rate. Okay, I keep it all lowercase so that I don't have to think too much. And the interest rate obviously is in percentage. So you have yearly interest rate, how many percent, and the third one is number of years. Number of years, the name is years. All right, and years. Okay. So you'll be like, hey, I finished the form, fantastic, but I cannot submit it because I have no button. That's not good. So let's do the submit button. All right. Submit button is slightly different because here in main.css, it says that you must have an ID call buttons. So let's create ID call buttons. Okay, and in the buttons, we're going to have a label, and inside the label have nothing. Just for alignment. So if you put nothing here, they are going to push the button here for alignment. So I'm going to say nothing, non-breaking space, and then I'm going to create a button, submit button. Obviously the button, if it's a submit button, type is submit, and the value is calculate. Okay, so this is what you see. Oops, forgot, I need a BR. Click on that. Okay, so now when you calculate, they will send this to the second page using the post method. Okay, so if you click on that, oops, object not found, because I have not created this file yet. Because when you send to the second file, the URL say, hey, I'm looking for the second file. Where's your second file? It's not created yet. Okay, file not found. That's not good. So we don't like that. So let's get rid of this error. Okay, the easiest thing to proceed is we just copy this file, delete everything inside, so we'll have a second file. Okay. All right. So come over here, right click here, paste. So I have the second file, just a duplicate of the first one. Rename it to eg003 process.php. You must use the exact file name as specified here. Open the process. I'm going to delete everything in the form. So I'll have a main, and then I'm going to just start doing calculation here. Okay, Control S to save. Come over here, make sure you're looking at the localhost. Now when you calculate, you will not see the error message, but you will see the second file here. To verify that this is the second file, you can look at the URL. That's the name of the new file you have created. Okay. All right, I think that is a good place to stop because you created a second file which is blank. In the next video, we are going to get the value in the second file by what you key in here. You wanted to get it in the second file. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.